Alright, finally. Cause after this, I'm about to fucking go eat. Nigga hungry. As per usual. Well, as a matter of fact. See, I be forgetting all the good stuff. There we go. Hey yo, did you see what Zaza Pachulia did to Westbrook? Eric. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey yo, did you see when Zaza fell on Westbrook's legs?
You talking sports?
Yeah.
I'm lost. I'm
Oh,
a comic nerd. Comic nerd.
oh, bro, you missing out, motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie, this dude is dirty as hell though. Motherfuckers is really trying to protect what he's doing, but ain't no way in hell you gonna convince me that a 7 foot fucking 8 motherfucker's gonna fall on somebody's legs when he ain't even tripped up. It's like, you mean to tell me you ain't got no coordination? None?
I watched a video about the McDonald's sauce. Was that only for one day?
I think it's here for a few weeks actually. Because hold on, let me go ahead and do some research. We ain't fully into the topics yet.
Because I'm with you. I'm nothing can replace my sweet and sour.
I'm saying like sweet and sour is the wave, but it's back today. I really do not know. I'm looking at it right now. People are like, it's a disappointment. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's sauce. Let's see.
In 1998, they had this promotion for the Disney film Mulan, where they created a new sauce for the Mc.
Yeah, apparently it's while supplies last, so that could be either a few days or a few weeks. I don't know. I got me a few extra packets for the low. So we good off that. And shout out to Ada Padilla for subbing. I appreciate you. Yo, what's happening, Trey? What's happening to Savion? Go ahead, like and share this motherfucking stream out.
People.
Bruh, that shit, it's alright though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the sauce is pretty damn good. It is pretty fire. But I'm always gonna roll with my motherfucking sweet and sour. Sweet and sour is the wave. It's excellent on every degree. Shit. As a matter of fact, I just thought about something. Did they have another? No, they didn't. That was never mind. I just know that a lot of people weren't fucking at McDonald's when I went today and were going over that shit. And I went to the drive-thru because we don't go inside that much because it'd be crowded. But yeah, I pulled up through the drive-thru, got my little 4 packets of sauce, and McDonald's was not stingy with the sauce. Man, I knew it was gonna be a good day after that. And I pulled up, I was like, hey yo, you got that Szechuan sauce for the low? They said, yes sir, we do. Go ahead, drive me like 5 of them bitches. They drive me like 5 of them bitches. But
Make you always after like a certain like 3 of them, like, oh, it's 10 cents or 20 cents for another pack. Man, get your ass out of my face.
I'm saying McDonald's, not McDonald's, but some of these damn places be like Dragon's Garden Treasure and shit when it comes to these sauces. Bitch, I got 20 nuggets. Fuck am I gonna do with two sauce packets? Nothing. So stop being stingy. But enough with all this sauce talk. What's happening, people? This is the Run Those Games podcast, episode 4. We knocking at your door. R.I.P. to the homie Biggie, because I think he had work today. But I always got my other main man with the plan, the homie Eric Rain. What's your opening statement for the people?
What's going on?
Alright, quick, straight to the point. So, first topic at hand, let's talk about Metal Gear Survive. And the main thing I want to talk about Metal Gear Survive is, I don't really give a damn about the game, but the thing has made headlines because it's lackluster to the community that is really familiar with Metal Gear. And also, you have to pay for an extra save slot. So if you want to make another character, guess what you have to shell out for it? $10 for another save slot. Eric, you want to go ahead and share your thoughts on this, my brother? Bro, we good? Eric? Okay, so hold up. While we over here trying to figure out this damn communication error, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all a video by Angry Joe.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. What happened?
Difficulties. My bad. Now I know I heard wrong. I know I heard wrong. You said that we had to pay $10 for an extra character slot.
Oh no, you didn't hear wrong. You heard that shit correctly.
Wrong. Because first of all, for them to have the audacity to even put that out there, and this is a Metal Gear without Kojima, right?
Yep.
Next question. Nope.
All right.
First of all, Kojima is the heart and soul of that franchise. Number one. Number two, his stories just wrapped you in. Hands down, my favorite Metal Gear is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. That story, it had story. It just, you were so involved in that game.
Word.
To even put out another Metal Gear without him is disrespectful, and that's why. Who makes Metal Gear again?
I really do not know. As far as
it's not Konami.
Yeah, it's Konami.
They don't, man. They fishing without bait. They fishing without bait. It's not happening.
It is definitely Konami. And for those of y'all who don't believe us, I'm about to show you a video by Angry Joe. Make sure you go ahead and check out his channel.
Oh, please show me. Put that up right now. I need to see that right now.
I'm about to show y'all right now. Hold on, I gotta cover us real quick. All right. So yeah, look at this. This is by the homie Angry Joe.
What? Why is my hunger at 25? I saved when I was at 0 hunger, didn't I?
Like, I can't make this shit up.
I'm gonna check that out.
Hold on, let's skip over.
Oh, goddammit. I was about to say.
There we go. Look at this shit.
It's harder. What is on?
DLC price to make another character slot.
That's not the cold part. That's not the cold part though. It costs 1,000 SV dollars, right? Or SV bucks. Let's go to when they break down the price listings.
You better not. Oh my god, did I just buy that shit?
$10. $10 for an extra character.
Oh my god, $10 fucking dollars for another.
Yep, that is exactly where we're at in gaming now, people. Where
I see failure in the future for this.
That's exactly where we're at. Wait, hold up, $10 for a save character slot. That'd be hell enough for Ubisoft or Activision did that. Yeah, because they're known for doing fuck shit. Ubisoft is adding fucking supply drops to Rainbow Six Siege during their little event that's coming up in the next few weeks, talking about they're not being greedy when that is literally being greedy. You're able to buy out whatever specific skin or whatever that you want to. Problem with loot boxes is you're paying for a chance. But I digress from that shit. So yes, you had to spend $10 to buy the in-game currency to make another character. So think about it like this. Maybe you're one of those kids who's not fortunate enough to buy, you know, all the games that you want. Maybe you don't have a job or whatever. Think about this. You buy this game because you want to play this game with your little brother or your friends or whatever. And, you know, they come over, you can play locally. You have to pay another 10 bones to have another character slot because the game does have co-op. You either have to pay another $10 or spend another $60 on another copy of the game so they can have their own character slot. And people are going to argue, well, you could just use another account. Bitch, that is not okay regardless. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure, don't you have to pay for another account to like have online? Because if that's the case, it's still bullshit. Yeah, so Konami's out here trying to nickel and dime, and not to mention, the game actually does have microtransactions for like boost and other shit like that too. So they are really being money hungry out here. This just proves that they are completely lost without Kojima, and they're just gonna do whatever the fuck they can to nickel and dime their consumer. The game actually got a rating of 5 out of GameSpot, which is hilarious to me. And I read their little review or whatever, like little pinpoints. They did not mention that the game has microtransactions. You have to pay $10 for an extra character. Although, I will make this known, on Shadow of War, their review, they mentioned that game has microtransactions. So I wonder why they, you know, just let that shit slip out of this review. But I digress. Now, on to a topic that everybody can at least be somewhat excited for and hopeful for.
Hello.
What's up, Eric?
Okay.
You good? All right.
I'm just checking because my mic is going in and out.
For sure. Well, in other news that is, at least hopeful and amazing, is that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 might be getting a remaster in 2019 when Infinity Ward releases their next Call of Duty. Eric, go ahead and take the stage, bro.
I think it's a failure because what are they going to do? They're going to supply drop the shit out of it. Won't they just make a Call of Duty that's just supply drops? And let's just let's stop beating around the bush. Make a COD that supply drops because supply drop videos get more views than gameplay videos now.
I mean, you ain't say nothing wrong in that statement.
I mean, because Modern Warfare 2, that's the first COD I ever played. That's what got me introduced to COD. It's one of my favorites. But Call of Duty 4. Oh, we're gonna put supply. There's gonna be just cosmetic. It's gonna be cosmetic. I kept telling everybody, cosmetic my ass.
I mean, anybody with a brain would know that was just the stepping stone for them. That was just was that not a stepping stone, but that was just the first little iteration, kind of like drugs. They gave you a little taste, like, oh, it's just cosmetic.
It's cosmetic, and look at this shit. And look at Black Ops 3. I got what, 20 melee weapons playing the game. This supply drop shit is microtransaction supply drops. It's ruining games. I remember back in the old COD days of Modern Warfare 2 on PS3. When you bought your $15 map packs every couple months, and that's all you had to worry about. Now people are buying, they spending $600, $500, $1,000 to get a gun with just it has quick draw built in it with some stopping power.
World War II, I'm looking at you.
I think COD is gonna die in the next couple years.
Really?
It's eventually people are going to get sick of it. That's the worst community, the most fanboyish community, but eventually people, like you said, that are not fortunate to buy all this shit, and they're going to get tired of getting shitted on. Like I said, I think COD has a couple more years and something else is going to come out, and it's on Activision.
I mean,
they want to remake these games, these beloved games like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Cool. But if they're going to shove microtransactions and supply drops down our throats, I really don't want to have nothing to do with it.
I mean, I see what you're saying, and I'll get to the Activision thing later. I forgot to actually add a topic, but I'm excited. But at the same time, I'm well reserved because this game does have many memories with anybody who's played online. This game was the pinnacle of online play damn near. Everybody remembers 1v1 me on Rust, the maps, the broken perks and shit in hindsight. The game was just overall fun. However, if we know anything about Activision at this point in gaming with everything that they do is the fact that they are money hungry as hell. They don't give a fuck about the consumer or the community. They care about that bottom line and they checks. That is it. We can't fool ourselves into thinking that they actually care about us as gamers. They only respect our money. So until we give them something to respect, they're gonna keep doing fuck shit. Now,
and you hit it right on the head. I tell people, but you got these fanboys care about the consumer. It's not about what we want. They hear us. They hear the community, but you also got to think, COD community. I'm sorry to say, and I am part of the COD community, but it's something about COD over the years that just reaches down into your soul and just brings the worst out of you. And you get people like that. You play online. They start as soon as you come in. That's why I'm so glad for party chats now, because back in Modern Warfare 2, me and my boys would play. We come in a line. We come in a lobby. Oh, here come the N-word clowns. Here come you this and that. You suck. People get mad if you're on the same team. If you do better than them, they get mad. COD has the worst community ever.
That's why it was better to play on Xbox and PS3, because PS3 didn't have fucking party chat. That was the dumbest shit ever. I never understood that logic, but yeah. So if we've learned anything from past CODs and the CODs recently, is that they're going to put in microtransactions. They gave us a little taste with Ghost. Actually, people tend to forget that shit. Ghost like was the first little sample or whatever. Because that's no, I take that back. It was Black Ops 2. Because we had to buy we was able to buy skins or whatever. That was like the little taste, and everybody was like, you know, why does this not cover the season pass? But then it was like, whatever, it's just skins or whatever, right? Because logically, I get that type of thinking. If it's just cosmetic, I generally don't give a fuck. But then, you know,
Ghost with skins too. Yeah,
Ghost came in with skins or whatever, right? Then we got Advanced Warfare. That's when the guns came into play, and that's people like, yo,
that's not even a COD to me.
I say it was a step in the right direction as far as innovation goes, because people were complaining about same shit, different game. It's just the execution was just trash, and the game was just overall not that good.
Game. It's the same game with a different skin. That's what people don't realize.
What's that in Arctic Beast? What's going on, Dante? But then, like, it just basically got worse and worse because the thing about Advanced Warfare just kept on giving you variations and, like, different, what's that shit, like, costumes or whatever. Then we got the Black Ops 3, and keep this in mind, Black Ops 3 is my favorite Call of Duty on this current gen. It really is. But I can't turn a blind eye to the fuckery when they have guns that are strictly overpowered, that are locked behind loot boxes, that basically give you a chance to get them. Like the XMC, which is an MSMC from Black Ops 2, is the most strongest and most bullshit submachine gun in the game.
Best gun.
It outplays literally every gun, even the KN-44, which is like the most OP assault rifle that they say they nerfed. That shit ain't never getting nerfed. But yeah, so. And on top of that, I thought about this too. When Infinite Warfare came out, people were all like, I'm not buying that bullshit because they're tired of futurist stuff. What they do, they bundled it with Modern Warfare Remaster, and it got the sales that they needed because of Modern Warfare Remaster.
That's how they reel you in.
And that's what they're going to do this time. I even said that in an article on 3mglive.com. Suggest y'all check that out. They're probably going to do the same exact shit because Infinite Warfare left such a bad taste in a lot of gamers' mouth. While some people do like it, I'm not faulting them for liking the game. That's on you. I'm not judging you. However, that game left such a bad taste in the wide spectrum of gamers and OG gamers alike that the only reason that they're going to probably buy the next Infinity War Call of Duty is if they bundle with MW2, which I can guarantee they're going to do. However, if we've seen anything that they did in Modern Warfare, they're going to input microtransactions slowly but surely. Because I think day one, it didn't have microtransactions. There was no skins. It was nothing. It was just strictly MW the way we remembered it. Then the skins came out. Then the melee weapons came out.
In your opinion, do you think every COD, like, you know, when Black Ops 4 comes out, you think they're going to drop a Black Ops remaster with it?
I don't think they have to. At least I don't think Treyarch does, because Treyarch is like the only company.
Oh, a Black Ops 1 remake. I would buy that. I don't care what microtransactions they put. I just won't buy the shit. But that is the best, well-balanced COD, even though they're gonna lag comp the hell out of it and skill-based match the hell out of it.
I mean, let's keep it 100 though. Like, the thing that was so great about Black Ops 1 was the fact that every gun was overpowered. If every gun's overpowered, there's no overpowered guns. Like, every gun you could, like, go on a kill streak with, which was the most greatest thing about the game. That and implemented buying what the hell you want. You didn't have to wait for shit. So, like, if you want to just buy the Commando once you reach, like, level 44, you buy that, use it for the rest of your life. You want to buy the
FAMAS with in-game currency, too. You have to come out your pocket.
Exactly. You need to come out your pocket. You got to do contracts. That game is probably, like, the best one to me, aside from MW2. Like, those are my two favorites. System,
I love how you have to do certain things to get your pro perks.
Yep. And they kept fucking side of hand and all that shit, and side of hand's my all-time favorite perk because I like reloading fast. I don't like to be caught lacking in these streets. That's not okay. What's happening, D? But yeah, so if anything that we know about Activision, how greedy they are, is that the microtransactions are coming to MW2. While I am looking forward to at least rekindling some childhood flames from playing the game, because I'm not going to sit here and make it sound like I'm not going to buy it. I do plan on.
I'm feeling the same way. I'm going to buy it, but like this microtransaction shit, I'm not with it. But
yeah, but like I'm a cop it, and I'm a have a little bit of fun with it. But I could already see, because the Modern Warfare Remaster is still fun to play, but I could already see the downward spiral that's going to happen with MW2. Especially if they don't nerf one-man army, the Spaz 12, the fucking shotguns, the grenade launchers. It's going to be hell in a cell all over again.
Let me hit you with this, though.
What up?
I've been playing COD for years. You have too. But, like, everybody say this needs to get nerfed, this needs to get a nerf, like one-man army. I don't really think nothing really needs to get nerfed. It's just that play the game. It's not the game. It's the way people play it. Now, do they need to stop putting stuff like that for people to take advantage of it? Absolutely. But it's the way, like, you can't stop somebody from hiding in a corner with a target finder. You can't stop somebody from throwing smoke and sitting in the back with a thermal sniper or LMG.
Oh God, I remember that shit.
Don't like for thermal sights on an LMG. Put that shit on there.
Oh my God, I remember my man's. Y'all seen my man Jordan before. Back when I was on Xbox 360, my man Jordan and my homie Tim, we used to play Call of Duty Ghosts, and these niggas discovered the most OP class setup, or at least gun setup. It was the M27 LMG with suppressor and thermal scope, and I think with the grip. The gun had literally no recoil to it. It was a laser sight. It was the most OP shit in the game. Like, they used to stay getting chem strikes. It used to piss me off. New 2 coming back. Basically, if anything, I'd say that the one-man army perk was good intentions, being able to switch on the fly. They didn't see that motherfucker was going to put a grenade launcher on every class with that shit and spam it. I'm
not gonna lie, I was that YouTube guy in MW2. That is Commando knife.
Oh, fuck Commando. I hate that shit. Oh my God.
I remember we were playing at what's the one that they kept remaking? It's an MW3
Terminal.
I had the tactical knife with the pistol. My boy was sitting down in the corner waiting for these cats to come out. I came out and I got a quad with that damn tactical knife. He was like, yo, Rain, how you get a quad with a knife before I can get a bullet out? I said, I don't know, man. That's the Commando. That is the most OP perk ever to hit Call of Duty.
Like, bro, you're stabbing people with a knife that's about the size of my damn phone and shit. Like, fam, that is bullshit. But anyway,
well, it was fun though.
It definitely was fun, but that shit aggravated the hell out of me. But I also got another topic that I forgot to put on here about Activision. Apparently, Tony Hawk said that he's no longer going to work with Activision for his games. Congratulations. The problem is, Activision owns the Tony Hawk Pro Skater license. So, for anybody who has hope or dreams of a remastered Tony Hawk Underground 1, 2, American Wasteland, let them shits go. Because that shit probably is not going to happen. Because Tony Hawk went down the drain after American Wasteland. Don't at me on this, because I played all of them shits. So, yeah.
After Underground, I was done.
Shit, American Wasteland was like the last good one, because that's when you built the skate park. You did all those crazy missions that you, like, that was like embedded in gamers' heads for the Tony Hawk series. Then they went on to like Project 8, which is like more realistic. Like, the thing about Tony Hawk games, it was never about realism. It was about jumping on the game and doing shit that you could never do in real life and have fun. If I want a realistic skate game,
arcade game.
Yeah, an arcade game. If I want a realistic skateboarding game, I'm gonna play Skate. That's why I like Skate, because the analog stick adds that layer of depth and, you know, what's that shit? Difficulty to it that Tony Hawk does not offer, which is why I like Tony Hawk. I like different games for different reasons. I like Tony Hawk to jump off like a 60-foot fucking building and do like,
break your ankles.
Yeah, don't break my ankles and do like a crazy ass combo and then whack somebody with my skateboard. I like Skate because I like the damn camera angles, like I'm really doing like a skate trick. I like how it's grounded, how I can't float 80 feet in the air. Like, come on now, but yeah.
Hey, when they had the actual skateboard, kind of like, you know, the Wii controllers.
Yeah.
You sit up, I was like, that's stupid.
Yeah, that was Activision trying to bank off of Guitar Hero. That was good. That was like Guitar Hero effect. That's what they did that shit. They was like, oh, interactive controls. Let's put a skateboard down. Yeah, that'll work. That shit was dumb as hell.
How you go ollie and grind on the rail with you can't do. Anyway.
Yeah, they damn sure tried that. They damn sure tried that shit. But so now that we got those topics at hand, R.I.P. Tony Hawk in the comments. Days Gone.
Yes.
Now, to my understanding, because I think I wrote this down, let me check right here. Days Gone has the release of the 30th of this, hold up, January, February, March, April, May, June 30th. Don't judge me because I forget the damn numbers of the months. Leave me alone. So yeah, June 30th is when Days Gone is set to release. And for those of you who do not remember Days Gone, I'm about to pull up some gameplay. Eric, you want to go ahead and take the throne on this?
And this game right here is going to be a masterpiece. I am putting this right next to The Last of Us. People can come at me if you want to. I'm putting it on that level. I'm praising it that high. This game is going to be one of the true classics.
He said a true classic, though. That's deep.
True classic.
That
I'm so excited for this game. Like I can't even to get it, because when I was at E3, I went to the quote unquote little private showing theater of it, and they show more extended. They have the person there explaining, playing it, whatever. Like the multiple choices in the game alone, missions, it's ridiculous. If you don't know anything about Days Gone, I suggest you get on YouTube and look it up.
All right, so yeah, this is gameplay of Days Gone, and I vaguely remembered it, but I'm not gonna lie, the game does look pretty dope. It has a day and night cycle, of which, you know, the night cycle is obviously more dangerous than day.
I don't mean to cut you off, Wu, but like this is some of the footage that we've seen. Like depending on when you put the game on, you can either be in. It could be like snow, it could be raining, it could be summer. This part right here, they showed like 2-3 different perspectives of this part right here. This is where you have to go get your homeboy. Now, either you can, let's see how he got hit with the line.
Yeah.
You see the line, you can stop your bike, cut the line, and go find, and you can flank these guys. Like there's like different, there's so many ways to do this. It's crazy. Like I'm just trying. All I'm saying is this game, like I said, is going to be a masterpiece, hands down.
My only question is, do you really think the graphics are going to look like this upon release? Like, this looks kind of unbelievable for console, in my opinion.
Gameplay and the story will make up for it.
I mean, obviously the gameplay looks fire, but I hate being sold lies, bro. I hate being sold lies. I become battle hardened when it comes to this graphical shit.
And look how that looked on the trailers, and you know, and it didn't look half as good when it came to console.
I'm saying, we all remember Rainbow Six Siege, dog. They sold us a fucking dream. The first holy shit. The first dream that they showed us was Watch Dogs. That shit is infamous. Cause Watch Dogs literally sold people the dream of like, bro, I'm about to be able to hack, do all this crazy shit, this, that, and third. But like, look at how dope this shit looks. Like, I can't front. I didn't know too much about the game, and I still don't know the full length about it. Like Eric
talked about it offline.
Yeah, Eric put me on game a little bit about the shit, and it does have my interest. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to
if you're into story, and like if you like me and you're a real gamer, and not saying that anybody else, if you're a real gamer and you throw yourself into a good ass story, then you're going to enjoy this game. Here, okay, like that part right there where you sneak to the camp,
yeah,
you can actually one of the I guess they're zombies. I'm gonna call them zombies because I don't know what they are.
Just call them zombies.
You can actually go down there, and either you can make a noise to get their attention, have like the horde come and wipe those guys out so you can get by faster, or you can go down there and, you know, take the guys out yourself. That game has so many levels of what you can do. It's the replay value alone, just to see what weather is going to be or how you're going to do this and how this is going to turn out. The replay value is going to be so high with this game, it's going to be ridiculous.
The thing that captures my interest is options. There's one thing I'm a sucker for in games is options. Whether it be sneaking, going in guns blazing, whether it be a combination of half and half, setting up traps. I'm a sucker for options and shit like that. So, just by seeing that, by what you telling me, that shit looks fire. I definitely plan on copying that day one. So, make sure you mark your calendars for June 30th, because that's when the game is set to release. Keyword in that statement is set to release. So, if we get to like what, May 25th, and they say it's pushed back, I ain't trying to hear about how upset y'all motherfuckers is, because you have been warned. It is set to release that day. Ubisoft also just made dream with the Division 2. Yeah, we talked about that shit last week. That game sold us all type of fairy tales. Ubisoft's known for doing downgrades. They really are at this point. But
Game and heart.
yeah, enough about Ubisoft because I give them praise, but I got to shit on them every now and again too to humble their ass. But now let's talk about another zombie-ish-esque game, and that is State of Decay. Now, State of Decay, that is a game that has well, this is the second one, right? State of Decay 2?
Yeah, it's the second one.
Yeah, State of Decay 2. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna have to let my homeboy Eric go ahead and take control of the throne on this one while I look up this gameplay. Go ahead, my brother.
Now, State of Decay 2 I'm doing the quote fingers. It's a Xbox exclusive, aka Microsoft PC's gonna have it too.
Word.
But this game is, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, this is basically that you want to play because it throws you into that environment where the Division is kind of like the Division, but you know, you run into people in a dark zone, you get jumped and killed or whatever. There's none of that in this game. It's you, your team versus the zombies. It's all about survival. Build your community and go out and scavenge for what you need. And now you what do they say? I'm trying to like, you know, get it all together. You have to like acquire a skill, like one guy could be a mechanic, one guy could be a gardener, and like, you know, that you can build crops, and then you can build like, you know, houses, and everything is just all about building your community with your teammates, your friends, or whatever you want to play it with. I think the only way you could actually kill a teammate, because there's no word I'm looking for here, you know,
Friendly fire.
Yeah, Lou. There's none of that. It's just you versus the only way you have three choices. If like, let's say me and you're playing Woo, you get infected. Like, let's say it's me, you, and a few other people. We have a camp or whatever. Now we can either choose to exile you.
Damn.
You can go out there on your own. We can choose to cure you, or we can choose to kill you. Those are the choices. That's the only way you get to kill, you know, a teammate. Now, if there's other people out there, because it says it's open world, which I really hope is open world, and yes, it is co-op.
Open world. I'm using my quote fingers on that.
Yeah, exactly. Open world. Now, let's say if I'm playing by myself and I see a flare shoot up, help them people, or vice versa. That's what I like. You're not going to run into any a-holes that want to kill you and steal your stuff. And do that's kind of a-hole-ish. Now, let's say me and Woo, like, okay, we see that we ran by this camp. Okay, we're gonna attract some zombies to that camp, let that zombies go do their thing, and we're gonna take all their shit. That's the only kind of asshole-ish thing you can do.
I'm about to be a super savage now.
That's the only thing that you can, but the zombies in this game, it's kind of like Left 4 Dead. You got the big fat bloaters, you got the ones that run on 4 legs. You got the regular zombies. You got the ones that run.
So I'm about to scream like a little bitch a little bit here and there. All right, fun. I love that shit. So for those of you who are not familiar, I'm about to show you some more gameplay play. There we go. And the game does feature co-op, which is always a welcome feature because co-op in gaming needs to be a normality at this point. God damn it! I hate the fact that that has been shelled out.
That was the most requested thing for this game is co-op. A survival game. It's not like Wildlands. It's not like Division where, you know, no, it's not, yo, I'm going to do the same mission for, you see how you run and tackle?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's not like the Division of Wildlands where you have to do so many things to get like a pair of knee pads or a gold gun. No, this is strictly you and your people surviving.
And see, I thought this game was over the head. It's actually a third person over the shoulder. That's fire.
There's vehicles, everything.
Hold up, my man had the MP.4. Yo, this actually does look pretty lit. And it says it's Xbox exclusive, but we already know what this is about to be. This shit about to come out for, you know, PC soon enough.
Look at the armor. Look at the armor truck. I don't even know. I'm assuming that you can you find vehicles like that, but if you look right here, see she's in trouble. See how you stop to help?
Okay, I can fucks with it. Hey, yo, what's happening, Kobe? Okay.
How everybody jumps out to help and oh man, I can't wait.
Hold up.
In the back, smash out.
Hold up. We bruh. These graphics though. But these graphics though. Wasn't no damn screen tearing, none of that shit.
This is what what's the game? H1Z1 and you know those games. They took the idea of those games and did it right because you know this is you can run into a horde of zombies. If you do, either you gonna fight or you gonna run. See how you developing, you know, all the
your base camp.
Got to cook. Yeah, your base camp.
All right.
To be sick.
All right, so keep your eyes out for State of Decay. Holy shit. As far as the release date on that, folks, I have yet to get one. As soon as I do, you can expect the article.
No, there isn't one yet.
Well, I say the second I find one, then I'll definitely, you know, write about it on 3mglive.com. Of which I almost forgot to shout them out. Hold the hell up. So yes, make sure y'all go to 3mgmedia.com. I'm an article right over there. It's a homie Ricky's a website or whatever. We post all things gaming, music, sports, and entertainment. As well, y'all make sure that you go and support the homies over at the Gaming Illuminati. They are the Enlightened Gamers. They post things all things geek and entertainment as well. So yeah, make sure you check out the homies. And that's enough of the promotion tip. Let me go ahead and move that. All right. What game was that?
Unknown. I don't think there is I don't think there's a I'm not sure. I can't really speak on it because I didn't see anything about that. But I don't think there's it's not like Dying Light where you know at night the zombies get more aggressive. They're already aggressive. You ain't gotta wait till nightfall.
Oh, word. Oh, what game was that? That was State of Decay. So State of Decay, that's what that was. And now for the last topic at hand. I forgot to add a few of these because I'll be running out of space on these goddamn templates. Burnout Paradise is going to get a remaster. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the Burnout series, it is an over-the-top type racing game where you're basically aiming to destroy your competition, both in racing and in the literal sense of crashing into them and hoping that they explode and die. Now, I'm not a complete fan of Burnout because that game pissed me off. There's actually a game called, there actually was a death race game, I think. That was actually more fun because you were able to equip guns on your car, shoot it out, the whole nine. But for those of you who are actually interested, Burnout Paradise is getting a remaster. Now, I'm all for remasters every now and again when they're done right and correctly, when it's a game that people actually want. When you remaster a game like Sleeping Dogs, while it is a good game, it's not a game that anybody's asking for a remaster. You feel what I'm saying? So, yes, let me go ahead and show y'all. Where's that shit? There we go. So yeah,
Dogs is an excellent game.
Yeah, I said Paradise. Sleeping Dogs is definitely a good game, but it was a game that nobody was like, "Hey, I hope they remaster this bitch." Like, bro, we was all
on.
Yeah, I would have much rather had them remaster fucking not that shit. I'm really trying to get my thoughts together. Need for Speed Underground 2. If they would have remastered that, I lost my shit. So yeah, this is what Paradise is all about.
Need for Speed the first one. I didn't like 2. It's only 2 racing games that I really like. That's Need for Speed Underground and Midnight Club Remix.
Shit, Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix. I had that shit. I spent hours on that shit. Broke a controller too, and I don't regret that shit, not one bit. So yeah, as you can see, this game is very, very over the top as far as destruction is. It includes the ADLC from the previous years, and it's not locked behind a paywall, to my understanding, which is welcome. Because I am so sick of getting these old-ass games, and all of a sudden I had to rebuy the DLC. That's retarded, and that shouldn't be a thing. That, like, I forgot what game did that. I take that back. You can go on your Xbox right now and pick up whatever 360 backwards compatible game it is, whether it be Fable, which is one of my personal favorites. It could be Fable, fucking one of the Call of Duties, which I've actually bought, like Black Ops 2, I think. You still have to pay for the DLC. That shouldn't be a fucking thing for a game that's how many years old? Like 8, 9? Shit's ridiculous. So, yeah, that's about it on all the news that we got right here. Is there anything that you want to talk about before we cut off, Eric?
Looking at that game, it puts me in the mind frame of the first 2 Twisted Metals. Without the guns, but the whole carnage and running around. I might have to check that out.
Yeah, Burnout is definitely a solid game. I just wasn't a fan of it. It's probably because I got so used to playing every other racing game under the sun.
Realistic racing game like Forza and that stuff. I'm not into those. I like crazy, you know, over the top, just ridiculous shit.
Yeah, Forza and Gran Turismo are definitely for the super into it, I know car guys type racing games.
I don't. It's just maybe I'm speaking for myself. I always speak for myself. I never speak on anything, you know. But Forza and Gran Turismo, I don't see the fun in it.
Right, right. Oh, actually, I did actually have something I wanted to bring up. I think one of the
Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. I would love for that to get a remake.
Hell of facts. I definitely agree with that. Shaolin Monk should definitely get a remaster.
That game had one of the best opening cutscenes I've seen in gaming.
That game was just amazing on all levels. For real. Because it was like, it was a what would you classify as an RPG? I don't know.
No.
I don't know what it'd be classified as. I just know the game was fun. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Let me see.
There's platforming in it, but like I'll say action adventure.
I just know that game was fun as hell. Now I'm about to bring up a picture for y'all, and shout out to the homie Unknown because he actually posted this in the Discord. Of which, if y'all are not following the Discord, the link is in the description box. There we go. Yeah. So my man, he posted up this picture right here. Let me go ahead and put it on the screen. Choose 4 and keep the rest choose to keep 4 and the rest are deleted forever. Now this is actually a good list. This is actually a really good list. So y'all in the comments, in the chat, go ahead and give me your 4 games that you want to keep. I'm gonna give y'all like a solid, I don't know, 45 seconds because this shit took me a minute because a few of these games are close to my heart for real, for real. Eric, do you know which 4 you could keep?
Resident Evil for sure, because you know that's my favorite franchise. You know, I do a lot of Resident Evil streams. That's my thing. I'm gonna say Grand Theft Auto. These are my 4 keeps. Resident Evil. This is Tekken. That's 3, right? That's 3, right?
Yeah, Resident Evil, Grand Theft Auto, Tekken.
Damn.
It's definitely a difficult list because you got the classics.
I'm going Sonic the Hedgehog. I love the Sonic the Hedgehogs.
So Sonic the Hedgehog, that's your 4 right there. So you said Grand Theft Auto, Resident Evil, Tekken, and Sonic.
I said. Oh damn! I think I picked more than 4.
No, you picked 4.
Resident Auto, Metal Gear, and Sonic.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll go with them 4.
All right, hold up, my man. You said Dark Souls, Resident Evil, Halo, and Super Mario. So you like difficult fucking games. All right, I respect that though. This is hard for me. Off top though, off the rip, I'm going to Elder Scrolls because that is a game that me and my friends still play to this day. That's 1 for me. Fuck. Damn. Elder Scrolls off top. Star Wars off rip because Battlefront 2, the original one, that's off rip. Shit. Damn, I'd say Battlefield.
Is right.
What's up?
Putting this in the whole franchise, not just one game, but the entire franchise.
Yeah, the entire franchise. Franchise. Battlefield, because 3, 4, and 1 was actually okay, and I probably would go back and play whatever popular one that people want remade. So that's 3. And then the last one, that's hard though, because there's GTA, but then there's my baby Tekken though. I'm gonna have to go Grand Theft Auto Tekken. I'm sorry, I love you. I do, I love you. I would make Tekken babies, but dog, Grand Theft Auto, I played every single game. That was like one of the first rated M games that my mom let me play growing up. Like GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, 4, 5. Then they're gonna make 6. Like, I can't, dog. I can't go without it. I would have put Fallout in there, but I preferred the Elder Scrolls.
Let me ask you this, Will.
What up?
You think like you know the rumors about they say it's going to be the whole United States.
Yeah.
They can pull that off.
Can GTA do it? I believe. Can Rockstar do it? I would believe they can. Strictly because they have shown that they are actually able to tip the scales like ahead of their time. Because if we remember back to San Andreas, no map in like the PS2 era was that fucking huge. Like there was rare games that were like big scope. Like GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas all had different maps with different variations and shit like that were actually shown. I believe they can, but I have a feeling that the whole United States thing is not going to be the entire like state itself. It's going to be like the main city. Like it's probably going to be like specific part of Chicago if they do it, specific part of like Texas. I said Chicago, specific part of Illinois, specific part of Texas, specific part of like Maine. But can they do it? Yes. Will they do it? Nah. Because for what? Why would they? I don't see the. I would not have fun like playing GTA in North Dakota. Like ain't no thug shit going on in North Dakota. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's rumors circulating that they're actually gonna go to Vice City, and I'm actually welcome opening that.
Well, if they do it like the Crew, but like I said, I don't. That's one thing I don't like about Grand Theft Auto 5 because they say, you know, oh, this is the biggest map we've had in Grand Theft Auto history. Bullshit. San Andreas had Los Santos, San Fierro, Blaine County, and Los Venturas.
Yeah, that's 4 of them bitches.
The map was huge, and that was PS2. Now PS4, that we own PS4, PS3. No, we only no. All we got is like I really think like the airport is useless. Like, why can't they add cities and let's use the airport to go to the other cities? Like you know, we can go to Vice City or we can go to Liberty City or whatever and do missions and build like houses or whatever you want to call it there.
That is the rumor.
Grand Theft Auto is online is dead because it's like you're in a bubble. You just can't get out that bubble. Like it's fun when they do the heist, but how long do we have to wait for those heists? How long do we have to wait for these updates? And then once we do the updates, they're done.
Well, it's not completely dead. That company's still making bread off of the damn free shit. You said don't go back to Vice City. Now Florida's a little messed up at the moment. We're talking about gaming, not realist situations. While it is fucked up what's happening over there, gaming is not the cause for it. They have no responsibility for it. That's just a crutch they always use whenever they can't blame the fucking parents. It's the games. I'm sorry. I'm about to go on a rant. I'm about to go in. I played Mortal Kombat, GTA, fucking God of War. Name a bloody game, I played it. And not once did I think about fucking somebody up to that magnitude. I never thought about killing somebody in that magnitude when I played a game. I was specifically focused on playing that game. That easily. I played Manhunt.
Just an excuse.
Like, I played Manhunt. And for those of you who've never played Manhunt, matter of fact, let me show y'all some Manhunt deaths. Let me show y'all. Manhunt.
That game is so vicious, it actually got banned in certain states.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm about to show y'all some shit that I played. Like, and the thing about it.
What's that movie, The Condemned? That's basically Manhunt.
Like, hold up. Let me show y'all a game that I grew up playing. Look at this shit. You're suffocating people with plastic bags. You're beating people over the head with bats. You're stabbing them. You're doing some real... Look at this shit.
People throwing heads at other people?
Like, fam, I played this game growing up, fam. I grew up playing this. And now once that I think about shooting up a school. And keep this in mind. I was bullied in elementary school and middle school. That shit stopped when I decided to defend myself and throw hands. That shit ended. The fact of the matter is, games are not responsibility. Please explain to me how the Crusade, World War I, II, Vietnam, all of them shits happened because of fucking Palm. Please.
That's very good. That's church.
Like, gaming is not the cause for this. Not as music's not the cause. None of that. It's just shitty parenting. You know why? My mom made it very clear from the early on stages of me actually getting into the gaming, the gaming world. She straight up told me, if I hear about you getting into this type of shit or want to do this type of shit, I will fuck you up. That was all I need to hear. That was it. It was no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk. Nah, it was just I'm gonna play these games. I'm gonna brag about it to my friends. Nigga, I got to play God of War. Fuck out my face, psh, little nigga. Like that was it. But it wasn't like, yeah. So I ripped the dude's head off and shit like that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I went to schools where there was a bunch of bitch ass niggas. At least in elementary school up until like the 7th, actually my 6th to 8th grade region. I went to school with a bunch of like little bitch ass motherfuckers who like would like to gossip about things, or like they talk about some, I cheated on a test, I'm so edgy. Nigga, fuck out my face. Like I grew, yeah,
I'm a thug.
yeah, like I grew up around that. I grew up around that shit. I'm like, dog, you live in a 2-parent household and your house is bigger and better than mine. Please shut the fuck up. But aside from all that, I need people to stop blaming.
Your real name is Clarence.
Clarence
parents have a real good marriage.
I'm saying I can't take you serious out here in these streets if you speak proper English and you get all straight A's and you try to claim you a thug. But you gotta.
It's not. Let's put it out there. There's nothing wrong with speaking proper English and getting good grades.
No, but I'm saying in the sense from a thug, I can't take you serious as a thug when you speak better English than I do. And I graduated with 3.0. I have a 3.0, and I excel in English at every level. But even I still talk with a country ass accent and with a whole lot of slang because that's what I'm comfortable with. But you can't be all prilly in a fortunate household and convince me you're a thug. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You could have some edge to you. Everybody wants a little bit of edge to them. That just comes with the territory. But you can't convince me that you hard, but you know your parents like set you on a 401k and paid your way through college with ease and without the use of FAFSA. Who, by the way, it's some greedy motherfuckers. FAFSA looks at your damn papers like, hey yo, I see that you got two toppings on your pizza. You can pay for college. Like that shit ain't cool. But I got off my little rant. That's just me because I see that shit on the internet all the time about people trying to blame gaming and music for violence when violence is literally, I hate to say it, it's a natural human instinct. It really fucking is. Because for as much people like to say that humans are the top of the food chain, at the end of the day, we are still animals. Stop thinking that because we walk on 2 legs and we talk that we're better than an animal to an extent. We have certain instincts and things that we do. For instance, if you see a fight break out right in front of you, are you going to A, walk away from it, B, break it up, or C, watch it if it's a fair one? You're probably going to watch that shit. You can't help it. It's a natural instinct. People are just naturally drawn to violent and fucked up shit. It's just embedded in our DNA. Now, you could choose to show energy to it and choose to be a part of it. That's a choice. But at the end of the day, you kind of want to see that shit every now and again. But I digress.
That's like people when you're driving on the freeway and you see a little wreck or somebody on the side, how they jam up traffic. It's called what is it called? It's actually a condition, standby syndrome or some shit like that. I think that's what it's called.
Facts. Hey, DeSavion, I see what you're saying. With some people might get offended, but people get offended by everything. I hope this shit is fake, and I'm pretty sure this guy see it on Facebook, but
supposed to get offended about stuff. That's a choice.
Yeah, like, I've been called so much fucked up shit and so much fucked up shit done to me, and I've seen so much fucked up shit, I just choose to let either A, bother me, or C, show it any attention. Which 9 times out of 10, I don't, because I don't see the point in it. It's just useless energy.
Don't give it your energy.
It's just useless. But,
I'm the type of person, you know, you got those people out there that say, you know, they do the, you know, I don't give a fuck, and, you know, and they want you to know, fuck. I'm the type of person, you know I don't give a fuck because I won't speak on it.
Facts. But another thing I want to talk about to wrap this show, because we're about to go on an hour actually, is that I seen this shit, and this shit had me dying. Apparently, this is just a rumor and hopefully speculation, that I think these kids or these students over at some college, is it Penn State or some shit, they wanted to get rid of the use of man in the English language. Hold up. Let me see. Use of man. Okay, I ain't seen this shit on Google, so thank Christ, but let's just laugh at this. So I seen this shit on Facebook. Hopefully it was just a spoof, but apparently they were making this spoof or some shit about getting rid of the use of man in the English language. And for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying, you know, we have men, we have women, we have a...
Hi, my daughter is Kaylee Wilkinson. Our bus says 201, and it's not here yet.
Okay, shit is real for Eric. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the homie down. But Yeah, in case you don't know, we have like a single man and a single woman, and then shit like that. But apparently, like, this whole like, little spoof thing was you talked about that in history in world history class today. So hold up, it's real? Oh God. Hey dog, it's family dog. You ain't gotta explain shit to me. Go ahead. But yeah, so basically what this whole thing was, they wanted to get rid of the use of man because they said that it is offending. It is offending people. And what doesn't make sense about this whole situation is the fact that they were saying, or the person that had that speaking for him was saying, just call me a person. This is how I know you're stupid. You want to get rid of the use of man, humanity, mankind, all this man shit, right? When you say call me a person, guess what is the, what's that, the suffix of the root of the word? Son. What is a son? A guy. Stop trying to get offended over shit that does not need to be offended over. Honestly, some motherfuckers out here is being fake woke to the highest degree. There's one thing being woke and realizing that some things is super fucking racist, some things is super offended, and some things need to be changed. I understand that. I'm all for
people act about these things so they can have something to bitch and complain about.
Oh,
that's the worst part of anything. You know?
Yeah.
That's my opinion on it. It makes people feel good.
I mean, it is a problem because the problem with the internet is that it gave the village idiot a voice.
Oh, she said they had a problem with the bus.
Okay. So, hold on. Samantha would turn to Santha. Basically, the other day I saw a post about people getting scared of the mask symbol. So, yeah, niggas is getting ridiculous out here in these streets.
Like, it's just like people have to have something to complain about or to involve themselves in, because nature is sad. Like, I just don't like how people say they don't give a damn about nothing, but they're complaining about this and that. If you don't give a damn about nothing, continue with your life, go for your goals, and don't worry about shit that has nothing to do with you.
Basically, but, you know, common sense is not that common.
If you're passionate about something, that's different, you know. But, like ignorant shit, I'm not for it in no kind of way. I don't care if it has anything to do with black people, white people, orange people, the color purple people. I don't give a damn. Ignorant shit is ignorant shit to me.
Yo, this nigga Tax said some real shit. Woke is a joke. These people fucking asleep walk around with the corporate logos saying they woke. Bruh. not even going to completely refute that shit. It's real. People get offended over dumb shit. They're trying to fight for stupid shit. Like, I'm all for equality. And when I say equality, I mean being treated equally. Not this whole, I need to get paid the same much as you. I need to go through the same, I need to do the same shit as you when you have not put in the time or effort or shit like that I have, you know. The whole thing about it is, like, I don't really want, actually, fuck, I'm gonna get into it, but the whole thing about equality that pisses me off is the fact that I actually have to have a conversation with my future kids that their life is going to be different than anybody else's because of the color of their skin. That they actually have to talk to people a certain way in order to not be threatening and shit like that. That, you know, when approached by an officer, that they actually have to be on their toes, attentive, and record the situation. It's a fucked up world that we live in. But I digress. So yeah, these people out here trying to get rid of the man word and everything, and it makes no sense whatsoever. I hope it's fake. I really do hope it's fake, because that shit makes no sense. Because I've yet to run into anybody say, I've yet to run into a mailman or a damn spokesman, any of that shit, and be like,
when did the word man become offensive? I mean, if you call me a man, because a man, you know, takes care of their own and take care of their responsibility. That's the definition of a man. So how is that offensive in any kind of way? I don't understand that at all.
Me neither. Because I'm like, if I call a woman, you should love that shit. Like, I'm calling you a woman. That's like it's not like I'm calling you a bitch. I'm calling you a woman. Every man. Wow.
See, this is what's wrong with people in general.
It's not fake, and these people are just stupid as fuck. It's not fake. Oh my god. I was just bringing this up, just talk about it just for a little bit, but this shit,
like, how would you man? Then how you want to be? If you want to be called man, how do you want to be addressed?
I don't know. Like they had this talk.
It really makes no sense. I'm not understanding this.
they had this talk or whatever, and the woman who they had talking about it was like, just call me a person. I'm like, do you realize how stupid that sounds when you say that? Listen to the word person. Son. What do you associate with son? A male.
Yeah, and I have 2 sons. You know what I'm saying?
Like, come on, fam. Like, y'all need to stop being offended. If you want to be offended about something, be offended about people getting treated differently over the color of their skin and not the nature of their character. Be offended over that shit.
My daughter, I'm gonna have to call her a person.
Like, because apparently the next thing's gonna be like, oh, the suffix of dot is offended now. What? Hold up.
I guess hello is gonna be a bad word in a couple years, huh?
I'm telling you, we're just gonna have to walk around with our heads. We're not even gonna have to walk around. We're just gonna have to all be strapped to our beds eventually. Because niggas getting offended by the dumbest shit. I'm pretty sure that there's somebody's gonna get offended eventually by something I'm gonna say in a podcast or in a video. When I even said, clearly explained my whole point and plot, but they can't understand that it's an opinion and it's in some cases why I talk is facts. But they're gonna get offended by it and be like, no, you're wrong. Like for instance, like if I say for the sake of argument that if I sign up for a job application, and I've actually done this shit, so I actually have facts over this. If I sign up for a job application and I put that I'm African American with my name, and I put white male with my name, the white male got a call back. I can't make this shit up.
I actually saw somebody do that. It was a white guy and a black guy. They actually did an experiment years ago where like the white guy, they were like best friends, and like one of them was like they basically had and the black they basically used the same name, and they basically like they put the black guy, you know, college degree, blah 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 blah, you know, all the good accolades. The white guy had the mediocre accolades, and they both applied for the same jobs. And when the interview came in, the white guy got the call back on most of them.
It's fucked up, and I gotta keep it 100. I've seen it and I've done it, and I was like, this is the world we live in. Now, granted, I'm not gonna sit there and woe is me, it's fucked up, because I got a job. Think about it, is I use shit like that for motivation to better myself. It pisses me off. I'm not gonna sit there and make it seem like I was not mad. I was heated, but I ended up getting another job, and now I'm at the position where I am now. Like, you gotta just keep grinding and keep focusing. I always quote T.I. for this whenever I feel low or whatever. The universe can't deny you when you're bona fide. Which means that if you solid and you stay grounded and you stay focused on your hustle and your grind, shit will work out for itself. And that's what I did. And hold up, a man saying hello can get yelled at for saying hello to a woman. I've actually seen that video. I actually seen that video, and that shit actually made me mad. I actually got heated. This dude was working on this, I think it was like mowing some people's grass or whatever, and this woman drove by and he said hello, and then she got mad and said that he was harassing him. And keep this in mind, she was approaching him telling him he was harassing her. I'm like, y'all are, stop this. You are literally dividing the human race more and more by doing this shit. Granted, there are a bunch of sick fucks in the world. There are a bunch of them. There are people who like seriously just should not be out in the general public. They need fucking help and they need to just go away. But a good proportion of the public, and I'm really serious about this, are actually good people, and the people who are sick in the head are making it worse for good people to actually want to be good. It's like, I don't want to say the placebo effect, but it's like that effect of, why be good if I get treated like shit? Like, I actually have a video coming out for y'all talking about having a good heart and what it could do for you, but I'm gonna drop that tomorrow. But it's shit like that that happens that fucks up people mentally, and it's pretty damn sad. But it's the world we live in, and all I can say is that for people who are actually going through shit and having issues in life, you gotta stay positive. You gotta remember that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. The thing about darkness is that it's easier to succumb to darkness because it's all around you, but that light is the way to the truth and actual happiness, and that light is not actually money. When you do nothing but chase for money, that money will bite you in the ass. I don't chase money, I chase happiness. That's
no problem.
Damn, I just gave y'all a quote. Make sure you go ahead and quote that bitch. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all for coming through. I know we got kind of deep at the end of this podcast. That shit actually happened out of left field. Eric, what's your closing statement, my brother?
Thanks everybody for watching. You know, just keep it 100 with yourselves and stop being, you know, let's stop all this stupidness, you know, because like we only got so much time on this earth, and we need to enjoy every second of it. Because I'm for damn sure ain't finna let shit that has nothing to do with me get me down.
Facts.
In my life, as do everybody else. Nobody's life is perfect.
Ball.
With yourself and keep it 100 whatever you're doing. I don't give a damn if you sweeping up the damn street.
Facts.
You don't know what's coming next.
All right. And that was episode 4 of the Run Those Games podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to homie Eric and Biggie's links to their channels are in the description box below, along with my Discord server and all that other good shit. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be back next Tuesday, but we out this motherfucker.